Hey y'all, just wanted to share a little bit about Karnak's costume and tell you a little bit about sort of like how all of this came about and who works on all of this, who's created all of this. Um, so this version of Karnak is unique for the arena production, and one of the things that we wanted to celebrate is sort of like how old and crusty and like grimy Karnak is. We don't really know how old he is. We just know that he's ancient and he's been around for a very long time, and he kind of rides this line between of being an automaton, a creature, an entity, a godlike presence, a manipulator, a leader, a game show host. So we want to include all of that into this costume and kind of keep it very funky, very much in our world of Ride the Cyclone. So I just want to show you a few things that were built specifically for this production. This top hat, which is created from an old collapsible top hat. What we did was we sort of took some of the sections, Deborah, the fabulous craftsperson, and Ty in our craft shop, they took sort of the pattern from a collapsible top hat and completely remade it. So we have this death mask that's been painted and dyed and structured to build on this hat. We have the bow, of course, and the plumage on the side. They've actually taken apart an umbrella and put this structure in here, which is a reference to Jane Doe. And kind of moving through, we have a little bit of kind of formality, old school formality, with this exaggerated wing collar, satin shirt here. The shirt and then this ascot were built by Carol, one of the drapers in the shop. And what she did was built this ascot from scratch, and then we actually kind of reworked this bow tie, this stock, and then added on this velvet bow with a vintage locket already attached, an old brooch. This little crown jewel came from an old bracelet that we flipped upside down. The world is a little topsy-turvy right now for these kids. We have this timepiece. Here we have our lapels, which were kind of a flat representation of the sun and the moon, night and day, life and death. And Deborah, our craftsperson, has gone in and sort of actually added a lot of texture, a lot of grit, a lot of grime, by adding in like a bunch of paints and glitters to kind of, and holographic bits of paint to kind of like really bring out a really weird, funky texture. From there, we have a cape built by Carol. This cape is an allusion to a magician's cape. It's Spanish in style, and what we've done is put this on top of like 2 layers of a brocade with a constellation pattern in organza on top. This constellation is very prominent through the musical as we sort of deal with these kids kind of being in space, kind of being in this nebulous space as well. So we just wanted to celebrate that and put that on the costume. Since Karnak is, you know, he's kind of the leader of this world, of this kind of in-between space that they're in. From there we have these boots, and then we have these spats, also built by Deborah in the craft shop. What we want to do is sort of tie in something that felt like a little funky, a little punky, a little grimy, which speaks to some of the things that Ricky does in his breakout number, Space A's Bachelor Man. And these are crafted in kind of even full detail with the buttons on the side. And then from there we kind of move down to the infamous, famous, I don't know, cord that Virgil the Rat chews on, which ultimately causes Karnak's demise. But I just wanted to like celebrate a few of these details and celebrate the shop here at Arena, because like they've just done a fabulous job, just sort of like making this musical extra funky, extra weird, extra zany. So cool. Hope to see you at the show. Thank you.